We are live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Carminian Chaos, the Reliquary Towers Dungeons & Dragons live show, also known as Five Idiots Yelling at Webcams. It's been a complicated bit of time. I know I've been saying that a lot in the past in the past day, given that's how I also started the spellbook studies from this morning. But it really has. Everything has been chaos. I don't think there's much housekeeping we need to cover up before getting into it, so I'm going to get right into the recap of last episode where we spent 2.5 hours to cover about 30 seconds of in-game gameplay. Solid round of applause just for everybody on the team there. Last time, trapped inside of a bathroom within the headquarters of the Bound Court, one of the more unsavory crime guilds of the town of Rogue's Passage, our intrepid adventurers found themselves trapped, like I said, in the lavatory. Heroically and sometimes comically pushing themselves to the limit, they picked the option that the dungeon master did not expect. They chose to fight their way out by our warlock, Brad, also known as the professor in character, launched a door like 20 feet down a hallway, squashed a dude named Ignis, who was originally going to have a much larger role in that episode, but ended up not getting to talk at all. Fighting bandits, ogres with cannons, large men with cleavers. The party pushed their way out and looked like freedom would be on the tape. They'd have the sweet taste of freedom on their tongue. I promise I can speak. However, the party seemed to have a difference in opinion of what they wanted to do next. Our cleric Ariena and warlock the professor choosing to leave the building of the Bound Court, and our goblin bard Fartug and our fighter Jorn choosing to run up the stairs of a large common room filled with guild members of the Bound Court who are all armed and just about ready to try and shoot everybody with crossbows. However, Jorn and Fartug were not alone when they went upstairs. They were pursued by a very large ogre with a very large cannon trying to smack everything he can with that cast iron. The ogre was insulted slightly by several members of the party, and we'll see if he gets his revenge this episode. Low on resources. Does anybody have anything they need to say before we start?
We're screwed.
Hey, I think we said it first.
Fair.
I'd say we have a better fighting chance this time. We were in a much tougher position the last session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at least you're outside of a bathroom now.
I would like to disagree. I think we have a terrible chance at this.
You did also split the party, so let's say the chances are about the same.
Coward, that's why you ran away.
Ow.
What was I supposed to do? Die? Literally die?
Yes.
I'm with Bradey here.
Die for me.
Let's start off the campaign. Let's start off this episode outside of the building. Ariena, you and your core physique have been able to quickly climb down a large gorge and are now running towards the main gate of the building's outer grounds. Professor, you are now standing outside the door. Ariena, as you begin to flee and notice that your party members are not making haste after you, what are you thinking? What decisions have you come to into how you're going to act in this moment? Professor, you are now standing outside the door.
He's not gonna follow here. What she's gonna do is pray to her goddess for advice. Because
Decisions have you come to into how you're going to act in this moment? Professor,
well, I was wondering if you could lend me some aid here, if you could give me some advice here.
as you begin to chase through this gorge, Am I the only one who is hearing the static, or?
It's just
I'm
Owen.
not hearing it. I checked the stream and couldn't hear it through it.
I'm-
Hold on. I'm just gonna mute
I'm hearing it from Martin.
I'm gonna mute
No,
the call
okay.
for a second.
I think it's Owen when.
Am I the only one who is hearing the static, or?
It's just
I'm
Owen.
not hearing it. I checked the stream and couldn't hear it.
Difficulties. They should know that by now. This is what they signed on for.
I'm
Anybody.
hearing nothing. Both on my
Okay.
stream, if anyone's watching and hears the static, feel free to let us know in the comments. It'd be of great help.
Are you?
Okay.
watching? Are
Sorry.
you? Are you?
What did you say?
Have you ever had a dream that you
Okay, I'm gonna go back to what was happening in the game. Ariena, as you kind of take your moment to put your words out to the cosmos and to your god Thesarius? How can I not remember the name of the gods I created?
Thesaurus
I think
is
it's
a dictionary.
Thesarius. We're gonna say it's Thesarius.
No. It has to be pronounced thesaurus. They have to be a god of knowledge. They're a dictionary.
They're not a god of knowledge, though.
Oh.
As you reach your words out, Thesarius or the Shield Bearer is known as the protector of the weak, the protector, and she's called the Shield Bearer because she protects travelers. She protects those who cannot really protect themselves. And in this moment, you are depleted of spell slots, low on hit points, and beginning to flee, leaving your friends behind. You kind of feel this warm kind of almost apathy take over you, where it's kind of like you're being embraced, and in that moment, because you were so scared before, you can't really be taken to a joyful place, but you just feel kind of this any sadness, anguish, or fear kind of wash out of your body, and you faintly just hear next to the side of your ear just this faint, do you want to help them? Do you need to save them?
Yes. I don't think that they're gonna make it out there. They're not without help.
Divine magic is a curious thing. It lives, it breathes. It has a life of its own, and you cannot create life without life. I cannot create divine magic without taking it from somewhere else. I can help you in this moment, but I need to know that you'd be willing to take the responsibility for what happens.
Do you mean for what happens to them, or to what happens to the person who loses their magic, who can't do anything? Or do you mean for both? I don't want to cause someone some unnecessary pain or loss just because I need some help.
You can take the burden and accept my help. Or you cannot. That is your decision.
wow.
I can give you the power to see what you need to in order to save them. And hopefully with that power, you'll be able to save many more.
I'll take it. I need something here.
As you feel that warm kind of comfort surround you and embrace you more and tighter, you kind of feel a slight airiness or almost lift to your body as you physically remain planted on the stone, on the ground, but a part of almost your spirit is lifted, and you feel your mind traverse across the world as you feel pain and suffering and the cries of thousands of people who are hurting in this moment. You see images of the world far across from you, continents away, where fields are being burned, churches destroyed, buildings being ransacked by people carrying iconography of gods of evil or gods of good. It does not matter in that moment because their actions prove them to be either good or bad people. As these people fight and continue to kind of clash together, and then you feel all this pain and suffering fade away. And I am going to DM you something that you can add to your character sheet.
You are now undead.
Surprise, you're a beholder. Do with it what you will.
You win.
Surprise, you win Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's like the magic reference for. Like,
I forgot to open it before.
You reached
What?
over 40 life. You reached over 40 life. You win the game.
Finally, white deck.
That's actually 50 life.
No, I'm talking
This
solid art.
is
That's
for the
50
sake-
life, it's not 40.
It's 40 life.
for the sake of the Dungeons and Dragons system.
Look it up.
This is classified as a magical item. It is not a physical item, and it does require attunement. You can auto attune to it in this time, since a god is literally handing it to you.
I have a question.
Yes.
This magical item, right?
You're not-
How much is that gonna be worth, you know? Like, let's say he accidentally dropped it and I happened to pick
I
it
don't
up.
have access to the document.
Marshal, I'm gonna get this out of the way because it will also kind of fall into how I describe it. It's not a magical item. It's formatted as a magical item because that's what Dungeons and Dragons uses. This is a mark that's been steered onto his soul. It physically cannot be dropped unless you do some Skyrim level stuff of finding a black soul gem and casting a spell on him and then murdering him to harvest his soul.
Can't you just, like,
If you want the magic item, like, you can get it, but you're gonna have to jump through some hoops.
can't I just, like,
I don't
trade it
have
to him
access.
for, like, 10 gold or something? Like, you could just write my soul on a paper and I'm like, thanks.
You want
Just-
pull for soul?
Basically a devil contract. Here you go. Have
Soul
my soul.
for soul, that's... that's good.
Did you get the thing when I sent it to you?
I don't have access to it.
Oh, you don't? Okay, great.
Requested access.
Your god be like,
have
yeah,
access.
no.
No. I thought sending it to you on stream would be more dramatic, but it turns out that I just don't know what I'm doing.
Isn't that every session?
Wow, Marshall.
Oh yeah, of course that's every session. Martin, do something entertaining while I give him access to this.
I'm gonna say there's no sponsorship. This is not a paid promotion, but off-brand beverages like sodas are always better than the on-brand.
You a vampire?
Kind of
Okay,
right.
now you should have access to it.
That looks like blood, Martin.
So do a lot of red drinks.
Do I look
Whoa.
like a vampire to you?
Yes,
Yeah.
you are pale blue.
I don't know.
Tell me when you've read through it.
I've read through it.
Okay. You kind of look down and kind of past and through your armor, and you feel this like faint glow and can see this faint hover kind of coming from underneath your armor on top of your skin. And as you look around you, is anybody in the party at 10 hit points or under?
Not yet.
Anyone? No.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm at 22.
I'm at
Okay.
Someone healed me to
Damn.
full last time.
You say everyone's hit points are low, but actually everyone's doing quite fine. Like,
Yeah.
Feeling fine. As you turn around you and look around, you kind of feel this hum on the air that you kind of feel and can hear come to your senses. And looking directly into the stone of the gorge, you begin to walk towards it, back towards the main building of the Bound Court. And you see through the rock these faint orange-like glows as you begin to hear this pum 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 of heartbeats. If you can see of these dozens of people that are distressed and are being held, from what you can assume, underneath the main building. As you begin to look, is there anything you want to do in that moment of kind of seeing through and registering and seeing and be able to sense the direction and location of these people trapped underneath the building?
Can I try and... It sounds strange, but can I try and move towards them, or...
You can move them towards the stone, and the vision you're seeing is kind of off in the distance. You can the vision you see is off in the distance, and it's kind of magically imposed into your eyes, where you can see the depth and the space and the location of where it is, but you can still tell you're looking through a solid object to get there. So as you walk forward and you press your hand against the wall, unfortunately, you cannot pass through it as it's still a solid object at the base of that
Still a
gorge.
wall.
But you know that there is yet another room in that building that you have not been able to see yet, where there are many people gathered and extremely weak.
Is Owen gonna
Okay.
tell me about this? We're both outside to get what?
He's gained Cleric.
Owen's in the
status.
bottom of a gorge. You're still standing on top of the gorge on the front doorstep.
Don't spit in
Okay,
my
well I
hair.
go to Owen.
You also, before that happens, Brad,
Okay,
we
maybe
do
I
need
don't
to
know.
do something else first. So, Owen, as you kind of have that epiphany moment of closeness with your patron deity, Professor,
Yep. What's
inside your body, you kind of feel this violent turmoil thrashing, as if you've swallowed a hard chunk of rock that's passing through your intestines, but has somehow found a life of its own, is beginning to move and shape inside the pit of your stomach.
Houston
And
from Alien
you begin to hear a more vile and intensive voice throughout, not just within your ears, but echoing throughout the entirety of your brain. You hear this sharp, panicked, "I thought you want knowledge. Don't you want to go home still?" And as you begin to feel this violent thrashing, you see your arms begin to fidget and glitch, almost like a character in a video game that's getting stuck on an object, where your arm keeps moving to one side, but then it kind of flashes and you can see multiple copies of it almost spreading apart and filling almost every space at once. But sometimes your arm's copies are not quite like itself. They're more this crystalline, almost golem-like entity that's kind of branching off from your body. You hear this voice still rupturing in your head. "What is it that you want? I thought you desired knowledge. Get the book, get the book, get the book. We need the book."
the book? Which book? Oh
Did Brad forget what we're hearing?
no, I just have my own book, and I thought
Well, to be fair, he completely forgot that we were doing D&D tonight, so like it's not
Oh,
that far
come
off. Like,
on.
Oh.
You know, never mind. He's gonna just pull
I'm
metagames.
gonna throw shade live on screen,
Yeah,
Brad.
yeah. He's gonna.
I-
Did you
pull,
know what you signed up to?
He's gonna pull like a power move, and he's gonna hand his deity the Dungeon Master's Guide. Like, so that's how this all works.
Le win.
Brad wins the game, or the professor.
So
Okay.
as those questions begin to echo in that screeching, searing voice in your brain, what is your response?
Hi, how are you?
Oh my god.
Do you actually?
Oh, I think I know who it is.
You would have spoken to this person before, so you know their name from the backstory information I gave you.
Okay, so this isn't the god. This is
No, this
my
is
spirit.
yes, this is your spirit.
Okay. I believe his. Can I say his name or like?
Yes, you can say his name.
Okay, I believe I have it written down, but I also believe I deleted it. Big
His
boy.
name is Humbled.
Yes, his name is Humbled. And I don't know why Carter made it up, but it's kind of cool. So, hello, Humbled. How are you today? I don't know. What do I say?
Aggravated.
I see you're still inside my body. Okay. What are you here for? Book? What do you want?
You wanted knowledge.
Yeah.
I only want you to grow. Get the book, get the book, get the book.
I'll get the book. God damn.
New York Times bestseller.
Do you need me to take control?
No. Just tell me where the book is. If you can. Give me all the locations to all that.
Where's the endgame boss right now?
Can you guide me to this book?
Don't make me take control.
Damn, Owen's God's a lot better. Alright, I'll follow Owen. I guess I follow Owen.
We've gone.
Ariena,
minutes.
that small interaction would probably close out around the same time as your deities when you'd be walked up to the gorge. At this point, where are you moving? Are you staying in the gorge? Are you going to climb out? Are you going to go and climb out towards the gate?
Ooh, me or Owen?
I'm gonna climb
Owen.
towards the gate.
I love the sharp contrast between like our set of two people with our gods and whatnot talking, and then it's just me and Mar like, we're in a building.
This guy has.
So Ariena, you go and climb towards the gate. The Professor, it takes you a bit longer than Ariena, whose natural ancestry and just kind of their whole background has really taught them to climb and to be proficient, and you can see this in their movement.
Teleport.
You're a professor. You study for a living. So you're a little bit more rugged climbing up and down these gorges. It takes a little bit more time. So Ariena, as you kind of crescend up towards the top and kind of make your way back to the front gate onto the property that surrounds the main building of the Bound Court, the professor is like halfway down the opposite side of the gorge.
Did you say I was at the gate?
You're at the gate.
I meant to say that, like, I go back towards the building.
Oh, towards the main door? Okay, yeah. So then, Professor, as you begin to clamber down, you're about 15 feet down the gorge. Ariena, you're like, you like quickly scamper up and you're like standing there like right next to him on the wall. Like,
I need you to come with me. I have a plan. It'll get the note.
Okay. I follow Ariena.
okay, Ariena, what's the plan? Where are we going?
Not going in that front door because that front door will kill me.
Really? You don't want to go back into the room with the 30 guys with crossbows?
I'm gonna start like looking around the edge of the building for another entrance. If there's nothing there, the top of the building, or just another entrance.
As you quickly move spiraling around the building, let me take a look at my map. The building is built to be 3 stories tall with an additional kind of additional tower almost on top of the building. You see that most of the building itself does occasionally have a window or two, but they are barred with these large metal plates to kind of prevent people from going in and out of the windows. You think, make a perception check for me.
D20. What's my perception? 18.
18. Looking up at that large tower addition, you can see it's hard to make out from this angle and this far on the ground. There might either be an unbarred window that high up or possibly a balcony. But if you wanted a definite way of entry with ease, you could probably climb that high up to go see.
I'm going to climb that way up. I'm going to help Bradey climb that way up because I don't think the professor is that good at climbing.
It's a 4-story climb, so I'll say that it will probably slow down both of you, and it'll probably take both of you about a minute to 2 minutes to kind of climb all the way up there and get to the side of that tower. And as you climb the stone structure, finding small pieces where the brick is weaker, where you're able to place your hands, then kind of guiding the professor to do the same, find the same kind of footholds. As you climb all the way up there, you make your way and you see this large window that right now is closed as you kind of hang there 4 stories above the ground.
Can you open this? I don't want to make too much noise by trying to force my way in, but
Brady's got his like jump.
Sick, do it, bro.
Open what? I was
the window. I don't know if it's locked or.
Okay, I opened the window.
As you go to kind of push on the window to try and open it, you push for a little bit, then you pull, and the window seems to be locked or barred shut in some manner.
So, like, there's no other like way we can see in, or is there like holes in the wall, or
There are no holes in the wall. There are windows on the lower levels of the building. However, they are all covered with large metal bars. This is simply a glass window in the stone that is locked.
I break the window.
Nice.
I'm going to have you make a dexterity roll because you are
orb.
precariously perched on the side of a building 4 stories above the
I
ground
shoot it with
on
an
a
Eldritch
stone
Blast.
wall,
That's easy.
and you're now trying to like dislodge yourself and then get enough force to punch out a window.
No, I just shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, then yeah, you're good. You Eldritch Blast the hell out of it, and I'm assuming you push it 10 feet?
I send the window 10 feet.
Yeah, make
forward.
a spell attack roll, man.
No, what
You
I
did it
do
to a
is-
door, you can do it to a window.
What I do is I first inform Owen to move out of the way.
I'm not going to stand in the way of an Eldritch
Okay.
Blast.
Are you telling Ariena to move out of the way, or are you going to try to move out of the way?
I'm gonna tell us both to move I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna tell Owen to move like away from the window a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're gonna tell
Okay,
us-
'cause I'm going to say, in order to hit the window, you're hanging from the side of a tower.
No, like, I'm not like moving like 50
I'm going to
feet
say, like,
away.
you're not going to be able to move that far away without,
moving
like,
so, like,
falling.
I'm not right in front of the window. You understand? Like I'm
Yeah, like, you can climb down a little bit so it's above you.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna move out of the way, and then I'm gonna hit it with an Eldritch Blast and pull it outwards 10 feet.
Oh, pull outwards 10 feet?
So
Okay,
it doesn't like go inside and make a whole bunch of noise. It just like falls to the gorge.
got it.
All
Make-
the glass and whatever.
Actually, don't make a spell attack roll. Make a charisma check then, because right now you're not really attacking it with a spell. You're kind of trying to manipulate it to do something that a spell wouldn't traditionally do. So let's just see what your raw magical potential could do here.
17.
17. How does the professor pull this thing out?
I just go, and the Eldritch Blast sort of like acts as like a big sticky, and it just sort of like goes on the window and then just drops.
Oh, like the rubber toy hands you'd get that you could like fling and it would stick to stuff.
It's just one of those, and I just go.
That's fantastic. Okay, so you heal up the magical potential of the Eldritch Blast, and you just slap it out, and you feel it hit the window with this like instead of like normally you fire magic with like that velocity at a window, like you'd expect it to shatter, to ricochet, to destroy the thing. You kind of take your magical energy and you take that knowledge and you kind of spin it into this strange, more utility piece as it just. You kind of feel this large suction cup sound as it presses against the window, and then you just hear this as it wrenches the window out, and you hear a. And as it kind of rips the window out, it does make some noise because you are essentially ripping a window out of its place. And then you see it fly down 4 stories past, then into the gorge and shatter along the ground. And you faintly see these gray blobs begin to swarm it and kind of climb atop it and absorb the glass into their bodies down in that gorge.
Nice.
And you have an open window to crawl through.
Okay, there you go.
Window I go.
And as both of you hop in and kind of clamber inside that room, we are going to go back to our other 2 friends, Fartug and Jorn. Fartug and Jorn, as you race through the hallway outside of the bathroom, you fight your way through, watching your friends leave towards the front door. You take a turn to the right, and you scamper yourselves up those stairs, large ogre carrying a cannon in tow, swinging wildly at Fartug, going, "I don't smell!"
Are we using the same initiative as before, or are we rolling a new initiative?
As you guys clamber up that doorway, the ogre hot in tow, is there anything you want to do when you reach the top of those stairs? As you push through the hatch to get to the...
So this ogre's coming up the stairs as well?
Yeah, behind you, as you throw the hatch open to get through to the top of the stairs.
I'm just gonna bonus action slide 2 more shells into my shotgun that I'm gonna point and fire 1 barrel at the ogre.
Okay, as your action, roll to attack.
Okay, just a second. Where'd my pencil get there?
I'm gonna keep moving.
So 1 shot.
Good luck.
One of these people might last
I'm
longer
doing a
than
thing.
the other.
Okay.
It's 14.
I'm not going to say which.
So it's Dexter 15. 16.
While he's doing
So I'll
that,
be
can I open
19.
the door?
Yeah, you guys open the door and you're through the door. So the 2 of you are standing on the landing of the stairs. There's the door sitting to the side. It's kind of like on a slant because the stairway comes up and then the room kind of has a weird shape to it where it's almost like a cellar door where you open up into what would normally be a cellar. Instead, you're opening up into the 2nd floor and you see the ogre's coming up the stairs behind you. He's about 15 feet away.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 for 1 barrel.
19, yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
Alright, it's going to be 1d8.
You think we could actually...
Okay, I need to grab a pencil.
I'm also... And yeah, the DM is grabbing a pencil.
No, I'm still in the room. I can hear you.
Okay, I'm going to also expend a superiority dice to add another d8. The superiority maneuver is going to be pushing attack.
That's a thing.
Yeah. It's my
Okay.
I'm a battle master.
Ah, that's cool.
So
he's a fighter with brains.
So I'm going to roll 2d8 now, 2d8 piercing damage, and it's going to... There's a pushback effect. So pushing attack, when you hit a creature for a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to drive the target back. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and if the target is large or small, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you push the target up to 15 feet away from you.
Okay, it is a large creature.
So it can be knocked back and will be knocked back. Or no, it's a strength saving throw.
It doesn't have to do a strength saving throw against what?
Have to, so it's, pushing attack. It must make a strength saving throw against my... I put it here. I wrote it down somewhere.
Your hypothetical spell save DC.
There's a thing. There is actually that. I wrote it down somewhere.
There's a fighter thing where you, where if you take Battle Master, all your combat maneuvers, or whatever they're called, I can't remember specifically, have a spell save DC, essentially. Just 9 spells.
So the save is 13. The DC.
13?
Is the DC.
Unfortunately, with a +4 to strength and a natural 10 as the roll, the ogre will save.
All right, I still deal 2.
So he'll still take the damage, he just won't be pushed.
5. That will be 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing damage, okay. Anything else you want to do, Jorn?
Jorn's going to make his way more up the stairs, continue running back.
Oh, you're at the top of the stairs. You're now open. You haven't turned around to look what you're at yet.
Okay, I'm going to turn around and see where we're at.
As you turn around in the building, you see... Sorry, just a moment. You see this large open space of just cubicles upon cubicles of cubicles, almost like an office building. You see all these desks with all of these kind of more elderly or pencil-necked people wearing the same dark robes with chains wrapped around them at different angles. You see they seem to be more cowering, kind of behind their stone desks and stone cubicles to try and shield themselves from the fighting taking place. Do you move into the office space?
Ooh.
Sure. Can I do a perception check to see if, like, hey, if there's any, like, specific location I want to go? Like,
Yeah, sure. Take a look.
Yeah.
Make a perception check just to get a general
Can I help with
vibe
that?
of the room.
Like,
Fartug, you want to help with that? So advantage.
yeah, can I?
All right, sure.
You can help, but it means you'd be taking a help action, and you would not be able to take an action in the moment.
Okay.
In the next
Yeah, okay.
moment, where
I feel like knowing where we're going is important.
So,
Okay.
+2 to perception with rolling of advantage. So that'll be 12 after advantage.
Oof.
With that roll, you can kind of just get a general layout of the room. You see a lot of cubicles with various people standing around each, either with longer beards or graying hair, balding heads, some slightly more frail people. As you look around, you do not see another staircase going up, but you do see a closed-off area to the left, not too far away, maybe about 60-ish feet away from you. You see another enclosed space with 2 doors facing you.
All right. Well, that seems to be the only logical place to go. Jorn's gonna move his full 30 feet to move towards there.
Okay, Fartug, is there anything you want to do?
Unfortunately, no. I think I'm just gonna go as well. I don't know.
You're going to follow after Jorn? Okay, Fartug, you both move your 30 feet into the room, kind of dodging through the cubicles to make your way towards that single landmark you can see inside this room. After you hear the ogre go, "Bad men must catch!" Bang, 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 as he kind of crawls up through the space. And you see that the doorway to kind of get into the room is a little too small for him, but as he is in like a massive fury, he just kind of rips his body through the doors, splintering, not splintering, but cracking the stone around the door frame as he pushes through the room. As you see, he kind of sees the layout and of the room, seeing the small spaces between the cubicles, and you see he kind of huffs, and he takes this large stone ball out of his bag and put it in the top of the cannon. And you see him open a hatch in the back and begin taking handfuls of this powder from a bag on his side and shoving it into the cannon. And he closes it, and then he holds it up at you. And unfortunately, this weapon takes an action to reload. So I don't get to fire it yet.
Sure. I have an idea. Right.
All ears.
I have a spell called Calm Emotions, right? This guy looks pretty angry, you know.
I see what you mean. I like what you're thinking.
What if?
I forgot to mention, all of the people inside this room, you see begin to kind of go, what's happening? And they all begin to scatter across, either darting for just more cover, trying to get away from you and the ogre.
I can suppress a large group of people's emotions. I don't know how many
Strong
people.
emotions.
And before we go any further, I've been doing this stuff so far outside of initiative order. We are going to take the initiative order between the three of us now to see who goes first and next.
Okay.
As in roll new initiative.
We're going to roll a new initiative.
Okay.
9.
19.
This ogre can roll nothing but 10s. And he gets a -1 to his dex.
I'm looking at that right now, Owen.
So he would have a 9 on his initiative 2.
It's just a spell.
My dexterity is +3. It's a 17.
Yep, so Jorn, you'll be going before the ogre. You said yours is a total of 10?
Mine's 9. But you said you rolled a 10 and -1.
Yes, I rolled a 10 -1, so Jorn will be going before the ogre, and Farchug will be going first. So it looks like I didn't need to do that because we were already going in that order. Okay, Farchug, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and cast Calm Emotions. I don't know how many people I can hit. But...
Okay, let's see. I will say the room is fairly large. Like, it is the length. The building is very large. The building itself is probably, I believe it. Sorry, I probably have the actual measurements in the book. I'm going to take a small moment to brush up and read.
Yeah, if it's more than a 20-foot radius, then, yeah. It doesn't hit everybody.
I believe the building is about 60 feet across and about 150 feet wide. So you got a radius of 20 feet. So you could hit a 40-foot circle in there. So you're not going to hit everybody in the office space, but you could definitely hit the ogre and a good group of, let's say, probably 10 people in there.
Okay, because I'm thinking, like, this ogre is causing us all the problems, alerting everybody, you know? So I'm a cast Calm Emotions on it.
And I'm going to look up calm emotions so I can begin to plan what's going to happen.
Basically, it has to make a charisma saving throw, and it can choose to fail. So I think you should choose fail. That's my personal opinion.
Personal opinion.
Yes, as the co-DM here.
Thank you, Owen.
Welcome.
Oh, I'll send it to you too.
No, he already sent it to me. That's why I was thanking Owen.
Oops, I've sent it 5 times.
In a 20-foot radius. Oh, each humanoid.
Is he not human? Noid?
I need to double check the meaning of humanoid because he is technically a giant.
Oh no.
It is a giant, but it's also human shaped.
Human shaped, but I'm pretty sure humanoid is an actual, like, creature type, for, like, lack of better term.
So his brain is just too big, right?
Try and poke his eyes out with your 10-foot pole. Reach up there.
Not again, Brady. Not again.
So what I'm seeing is that orcs are technically humanoid, but I don't believe giants are.
Okay. Eldritch blasted it? No.
Yes, just
Hey,
I'll
you're
snipe him from all the way over here.
You're a bard, you can actually learn that spell at some point.
That's
Don't.
true. I can.
anybody can. It's called multi-classing.
That is true.
Let me tell you.
I can make it laugh. I don't know. I can tell a bad joke.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Tosh's hideous laughter does pretty much incapacitate something.
Actually,
Oh, okay, that works. I'll do that then.
Excel.
It's 30 feet though.
30 feet? Yeah, he's at the top of the stairs and you've moved 30 feet into the room, so you're still good to hit him there.
Okay. Does it have more than 4 intelligence?
Okay, Tasha's hideous laughter. A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny. The wisdom saving throw or falls prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand for up to the duration. A creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected. His intelligence score is 5, so he will be affected.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast that on him as a first level spell slot. And I'm gonna say,
Okay.
hey, you! You know, I have a friend who's a centaur, and he is always the center of attention.
God. Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
That's not a use.
I think Jorn needs to make a wisdom
What is
save.
what
At
is your
this
spell
point-
save DC?
Literally
Fartug?
wrote it down.
14? Yeah, 14. Wait,
This ogre gets -2 to its wisdom.
wait, do we
So
have...
you need me to roll literally. You need me to roll a less than a 16.
What is it, Marshall?
Do we have +3 pro? No, we're level 4, right?
+2.
Right?
Level 4.
Yes, we are level 4 still.
Okay, alright.
We're still level 4. So you need me to roll less than a 16. That is cocked because I have a very small dice rolling space.
No.
You can't read that, can you?
Is it 10 or
17?
17?
It's a 17.
Damn it. Oh my god. Okay, he's probably more angry now.
Well, doesn't he -2?
As you say this positively, it's -2, so he rolled a total of 15.
Oh! Wait, is that good or not?
That means
Your spell save is what, 14 or 15?
It's 14.
14, yeah. So he saves.
Nice.
As you tell him this absolutely outrageously hilarious joke, he kind of looks at you and says, "I could go for centaur." And he kind of lifts the cannon even higher and prepares to fire. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I can make him more angry if you want.
he played along with your joke.
Can I run now, or was that my action?
Oh no. You can still, that was your action, but you can still still take your movement.
I think I'm. Should we hide in a cubicle?
You are currently 30 feet away from the room. I'll make you do a dexterity check to see whether you can end your turn on the opposite side of the door or on this side of the door.
Or I think he was saying he wanted to jump into like one of the cubicles since we're like in an office space.
Oh, I thought he was asking you if you guys want to do that.
Oh, was it?
No, I'm asking you, Jorn. Do you want to hide in a cubicle?
I say we have better options, and I'm pretty sure no cubicle's stopping that cannon.
I hide in a cubicle. That was the last time I've taken orders from Jorn.
Okay, you dive and you take full cover in a cubicle. As you jump into the cubicle and kind of like get yourself, do you go under, like, it's the cubicle and the wall of the cubicle is facing the ogre, and there's a desk there with a bunch of papers and books and an abacus on top, as well as a quill and an inkwell. Do you go under the desk? Do you go on the desk? Do you go on the chair? Like, where are you hiding on the cubicle? In the cubicle?
Well, it depends. Is there anybody in the chair?
There's nobody in the chair.
Yes. Okay. I sit in the chair and pretend to just.
Okay. As you sit in the chair and you begin to kind of like mime writing and everything, you look down between your legs and you see there is a gentleman with a bald head and a long gray beard and the black robes just kind of underneath the desk in the fetal position, just kind of rocking back and forth.
This is normal.
Don't hurt me!
Sorry, sir. I must be in the wrong cubicle. I'm just, I'm here for work as always. You know me. I'm the average Joe.
Hey, after that display, it is Jorn.
Right. How far away is this ogre from me?
The ogre is 30 feet from you. The doorway is 30 feet from you. There's like 100 feet of cubicles on either side. Not on either side. There is about 50 feet of cubicles to your left towards the door, and there is. Sorry, no, I'm incorrect. You have been moving diagonally. There's 30 feet of cubicles to your left. There's 120 feet of cubicles to your right. The ogre is behind you, 30 feet.
Okay. Jorn's going to... So what's the range on this? Jorn's going to move 15 feet. That's going to look like, where Fartug signs, like, here we go. And it's going to move 15 feet closer to the, ogre. And it's going to fire, his second barrel now.
Okay. The ogre still standing at the door. You fire the second barrel. Anything fancy with this one?
I can decide that when I hit.
Oh, okay.
I can decide if I'm using a superiority die when I'm doing damage.
Great, it's like Divine Smite.
Yeah. That'll be a 17. No, 18. 13, 14.
That will hit.
18.
He, in fact, is wearing almost nothing but a loincloth and a cannon.
I'm going to use a superiority die using menacing attack as my maneuver. When I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can expend one superiority die to attempt to frighten the target. I add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it's frightened, and until the end of my next turn. So 2d8.
Okay.
And also it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
And beat my DC of 13.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find my list of conditions. There we go. Okay, wisdom saving throw. That's a natural 6 minus 2, so that's going to be a 4.
So he's frightened of me.
He is very afraid.
So it'll also be 6 piercing damage. As the
6 piercing damage?
So Jordan just gonna charge up 15 feet toward him, whip the shotgun at him, and fire one barrel at him. Just a spray of, let's say it's agony that's causing the fear for this. Just basically splashing shotgun a blast of shotgun shells.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. As you kind of spray the shotgun blast across the room towards him, he kind of, as the shrapnel begins to rip into his body, you begin to see like the first real signs of any extreme wear or tear as some of the skin is like flaking forwards, and you can kind of see not necessarily the muscle tissues, but you can start to see a little bit of the goo of the inner workings of a physical creature's form. And you see, as he begins to scream of the pain, as he just begins to scream, "Oh!" as the cannon's kind of going wild, as he begins to feel all the tension and the fear and the pain and the searing heat of the shells slamming into his body. He's not in a good way.
Jorn's gonna use his bonus action to load 2 shells into the shotgun.
Okay, you load 2 more shells. And anything else?
That's when Jorn's gonna yell like, "Fartug, now it's your chance."
After that, it will be the ogre's turn, who cannot move towards you. And will now have disadvantage on this attack roll. The ogre, as he's screaming, you see, and flailing about, you see a match in his hand that he was going to use to light the cannon kind of go off as it strikes the side of the cannon's body and begin to sizzle and flame. And you see, just in a moment of his flailing panic and fear, it light the fuse of the cannon. And he's going to make an attack roll against you, Jorn.
Goodbye, Jorn.
And it has disadvantage. It's going to be 12. It'll be Dex for a ranged attack. So that's going to be a total of 11.
I have an armor class of 16.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. As he begins to flail around, the terrified sight of you and the pain you've caused, you see the cannonball just like flail and go firing into the roof of the building as it crashes through the floor above. Would you guys be above where? Let me just look at my map for a moment.
No.
Oh god.
If you're in there,
Really?
and you're there, and you're by the door, and you're like right there,
If I get hit with a cannonball.
I'm gonna roll a d6. Owen, you're gonna say a number.
I mean, technically, did we ever actually go in the window?
You said
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
I don't remember doing it.
Yeah.
Actually, you guys would have been outside for a lot longer, so you guys would not be in there yet.
Told you.
Dang.
Owen, name a
Okay.
number. 1 to 6. 3? Okay, yeah. As you guys are outside somewhere in your physical state of just kind of thinking and reflecting on the people who the cosmic forces that have very literal manipulation over your lives, regardless of either one of you of who those may be, you hear a faint in the distance, and one of you, both of you at the corner of your eye, just
Yeah,
see
Mike
this
didn't
kind of
really pick that
cannonball
up.
sail into the air out of the building and then hit the ground somewhere behind the building.
Your mic cut out of
Yeah,
the
oh,
noise, so it just
oh,
sounded like a dog bark. Bark.
Did any of that go through?
No.
There is a loud booming noise as it goes through the building and lands in the backyard.
Tableau.
Yeah, I heard that fine.
Okay, there. After that, it is back to Fartug. Now just sitting there,
Okay.
fiddling with the abacus.
I want to talk to this guy and be like, by the way, do you happen to know of this book? You know, I just wanted to tell my family about it, you know, like this is one of my first days on the job, right? And so I just want to get a full view of everything.
Make a performance check
Oh boy.
with disadvantage.
Oh boy. Okay. So that. Ooh, okay. So with disadvantage, 15. Not bad. It might
can't
be next
believe
to
this is
the
gonna work.
water cooler. You know, I'm not sure.
You were asking about the book?
Yeah.
Books. We have so many books. You said something about your family. Are you looking for your family? Yeah, we might have taken them. Just look through the ledgers. They could be anywhere.
No, just calm
You see,
down. Dude,
this
calm
old
down.
man kind of covers his ears and tries to like just pretend he's not there.
Look, listen, okay. I don't know what you're scared of. I just came into work today, okay? And something's going on, but I can't stop working.
You don't know what I'm afraid of. There are intruders in the building. You're like, we're not terrific. We're not terrific people, but we have families. We're scared of dying. And there's an ogre with a cannon firing off willy-nilly. There's a hole in the ceiling.
Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what would be really safe place to be in? Where this like big book that I'm looking for is. That would be safe. That would be away from everybody. Because clearly the intruders,
It's a
they're just
vault.
here to scurry about.
I'm gonna make a just general luck roll on this because
Marshal took the lucky
this dude's like an average worker. This dude's like a minimum wage worker, and you're asking like, where the manager's like secret stash of after work scotch is in the filing room. Like there's a low chance he'd know where this is. So I'm gonna roll a d20, and it's a 15 or higher. He might have some information for you. That's a natural 1.
Ah.
So as the ogre's cannonball fires into the air, what the other people heard outside and assume the cannonball was falling into the backyard. Fartug, you're sitting there at the desk with your legs kind of apart, right? The cannonball you hear goes back through the roof of the building, through the floor above you, and slams right into the desk and makes this old gentleman just go splat.
Is there blood all over me now?
Yeah, like you're generally covered in a rather thin layer of a viscous fluid.
Oh, Jesus.
Is his wallet there with his family or something? Like a little picture of his family on his desk.
As your action, you can search the corpse if you want.
What's
Is there much corpse left to search?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna.
As an action, you can search the pile of goo.
I'm gonna search the pile of goo for any. Like,
Okay, make an investigation check.
I don't know. This is terrible.
Worker, Marshal. What'd you do to him?
Oh.
If you didn't stop and talk to him, he would have moved on and he would have never died.
Yeah. 18.
Your fault.
18? That's pretty decent. As you're looking through, you find like a set of keys that probably goes to the dude's house. No family photos or nothing like that, because this is a fantasy world and cameras don't exist.
You know what? That makes sense.
I know that this fantasy world has a bit more technology than most, but we're still not quite yet there.
No family portraits, like painted.
No, this random dude does not have a family portrait, and this dude didn't have any money on him. But assuming in what used to be a locked drawer of the desk, you find this tiny little stone chest that's locked.
I use the keys.
Oh, one of the keys? Yeah. You go through 2 or 3 of them, and you finally find one that works. You unlock it, and you see just kind of this small amount that you're guessing probably wasn't his money, but was the guild's money. You see about 5 rolls of gold coins, each with about 10 gold in them. So you found 50 gold in there.
Oh, so worth meeting this guy. Bradey, what are you talking about? Like,
so worth getting covered in a viscous fluid?
Yeah, that's my turn, I guess. But I'm just like, ooh, okay, that was
that one.
That's like forgotten.
That's for once the nat one I see, which winds up in a player's fortune.
Yeah.
Okay, I might get carried away and over embellish sometimes, but that's my fault. So I'm not gonna fault you for something that I have a problem with.
Absolutely,
Hey,
I don't
I
blame
think
you.
that was fantastic. Like, where'd that cannonball go?
After Fartug and Jorn, what are you doing?
So yeah, after Fartug now, so this guy, so he'll be frightened until the end of my next turn. So this turn in this case.
This turn, yes.
He'll no longer be frightened. Is he still like right in front of the stairs, or is at the
He's still right in front of the stairs. Like he literally got to the top of the stairs and didn't move anymore. So he is standing like on effectively the top step.
Is it an action or bonus action to switch weapons?
It is a action, I believe, to switch weapons, but if you have it in that if you have like your 3 primary weapons, then you can do it as a free action. I'll let you do that.
Because I have my shotgun and my maul both as my 3 primary weapons. So Jordan's gonna
so then you can switch to your maul, no problem.
Jordan's is gonna quickly just sort of slap his shotgun back onto his belt and whip the maul, and is gonna charge 15 feet right up towards the ogre, and is going to take a swing.
Go for it. Hammer time.
That will be a dirty 20. 19 plus 1.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, I'm sorry. The 16 hit, but this somehow misses. No. You're good. You're good.
Right. How beat up is this guy looking?
He's fairly hurt. Like,
You know what? I'm gonna just blend through them. I'm going to use another superiority die. I'm going to add a
at
D8,
this
and
point,
the
I should probably
maneuver-
make that check.
The maneuver is
More
going
like-
to be pushing attack.
He's gonna superiority die.
So it's going to be 2d6 and a d8 and bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I'm using the pushing attack, which will be a strength saving throw.
Okay. Strength saving throw. It's going to be a 22 for the saving throw.
That'll save. But he's going to take 6, 7, 8 bludgeoning damage. I'm going to be aiming for his groin.
Headshot.
No.
Technically still a headshot.
Yes, he's a Balchinian. It's a headshot.
Well, no, he said he's aiming for the groin. And never mind.
But then,
I don't need to
one-
explain this to
You don't need
you.
answers to this.
You either understood the joke or you didn't.
No, but I mean it. I
How much damage is he taking?
8 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning damage? Okay.
So Jordan's just going to charge up his 15 feet, switching to his maul, and just going to give him a swift swing between the legs.
You will have no more kids. Goodbye.
You know what? This guy's terrified. He's getting hit in the balls. As you run up and smack him in the groin, he goes and drops the cannon out of his hands, and it rolls onto the floor as he goes to cover his crotch. The man's in
down
pain.
Jorn.
He's afraid. He is not having a good day.
He's dealing
But we
with
killed
Jorn.
the
I am. That's my turn.
Okay. He is no longer frightened now, right?
He's no longer frightened.
Okay, cannon on the floor. He's gonna look at his hands, and he's gonna look at you with these bloodshot eyes, a little bit of blood pouring out of his nose, and he's gonna be like, "I don't like the bad man," and he's gonna go and punch you just straight up with his fist. As he punches forward with his fist, how do you move out of the way of his fist?
Well, he's taller than me, so I'm just gonna do a quick duck and just like right under his arm, like.
As you quickly duck under his arm, his fist goes past you and slams into the cubicle behind you. And you see as he takes his hand away, there are these shards of stone stuck into his hand, probably causing him some form of damage. May or may not have rolled another nat 1.
Home damage.
Cannonball God.
Another cannonball appears out of nowhere.
Turns out that
No.
cannonball- Turns out that cannonball is really bouncy and just immediately flung back up into the sky.
No, it's like it was like it was
Okay.
take your kids to work day, and the guy who already died has his kids, and now they just get freaking skulled.
Oh, no.
No. He just breaks the cubicle. He breaks the cubicle next to Jorn.
you doing?
After that, it is back to Fartug. You're standing in a very, very wet cubicle.
Can I dry myself off? I don't know if I can effectively because this is like blood.
Do you have anything on you to dry yourself off? Like,
Pole.
Cannonball.
You use the pole.
you
No,
just use the 10-foot pole like a squeegee?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, forget it. I'm gonna start looking for maybe some kind of like room.
But
Oh,
You,
Marshal,
like,
you
there-
can use
there's-
prestidigitation
there's
to
a-
clean
there's a-
yourself.
Oh, what? For how
Really?
long? Or does it just clean myself?
It just straight up cleans you if you're talking about prestidigitation.
I believe it
Oh,
just cleans.
Hard
I
spell
don't know
come
how
in
accurate that is.
handy.
absolutely. I don't need
Words
showers
can be
anymore.
useful.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. Oh my
Yo,
goodness.
Marshall's
I'm so
Marshall's
clean
gone
now.
full gamer mode. He
I
doesn't
cast
need to
prejudice.
shower.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
It's like
Martin,
Asmerando Coldakar all over again.
Martin, I think your screen froze and you're just like snickering in one position. It's actually hilarious.
It's flawless.
Fire.
Okay, you cast
You're right.
prestidigitation, and they're like, how does your magic manifest?
That was a mistake. Hold up. Oh dear.
When you cast
You know, I'll have those
prestidigitation,
monies. I'll be like,
yeah.
I'll put one on my
Technical
face,
difficulties. Hold on.
right?
Technical
Oh,
difficulties. We're dealing with
It's like a
technical
spa
difficulties.
treatment.
Can they still hear us, or is it just the images that are a little
right now, put a
askew
cover
right now?
over us. It's I'm like dealing with some freaky lag.
Oof.
Hold on, I'm just gonna disconnect and reconnect.
During
Just-
Right, yes. We had some in the first place.
Oh,
You know what? Fair comment.
Right, we're back
okay.
Okay, we're fine. So, so Farchuk, how are you using these monies to clean yourself with prestidigitation?
Oh,
Or
Wait.
Owen just leaves too.
Owen's like, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna use the gold. I'm just gonna put it like, you know how they have like the cucumbers in a spa? You
Oh
know?
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I'm gonna lean back a little, put them on. It's like money vision,
Yep.
and then clean. I don't know.
So as you put the money over your eyes, you just kind of sit back, and as you cast prestidigitation, you feel like all the thick wet fluid from the dude going splat is very warm, and it almost feels like a mud bath. And in your brain, you just envision all of that muck being swept away. And when you take the coins off of your eyes, boom,
All evidence of this
fresh
dude
like
is
laundry.
gone.
You even kind of smell like dryer sheets. Like, it's really nice.
I'm rejuvenated. Therefore, I gain 5 bonus action. No.
No, you don't. One bonus action and movement left.
Okay. So, can I? I guess I can't use an action to see anything. Wait, is a cantrip a bonus action?
Depends on
It
the
would
cantrip.
say under the spell, under casting time.
I can't spell it. Wait. One action. This is the worst game. Okay. I am going to. I've seen the door where it is, right?
Yeah, there are 2 doors in this kind of cube in the side of the room. It's probably about 20 feet away from you right now, because you moved a bit to get to the cubicle.
Are there differences between the doors?
Nope, same stone doors. It's a very uniform section.
Okay. I open the rightmost one.
Rightmost door. You take your hand out, you grab the door handle.
Kablooey.
Locked.
That is my turn. Okay.
Okay, Jorn, your turn. As I fall into the crevasse between me and the wall.
Yeah, we have a lot of crevasse today. Jorn is right now still in front of, just wailing on this ogre. Is gonna take another swing.
Okay, roll to attack.
That's a nat 20.
Double shot. Boom, boom.
Nat 20. All right, I'm not using any superior. I'm not using my last superiority dice. 2d6.
I just want to know.
With them all.
Or sorry, I just want to let you know I helped you.
It's 4d6 because you rolled double damage.
Right.
Then you add your strength modifier.
Oh yeah, we have to add ours. I haven't been adding that.
What's your dex mod for the shotgun attacks?
+3.
So that's another 6 damage on him because you've made 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 5, 10, 13, bludgeoning, 13, 14 bludgeoning damage.
With a critical success, what happens to this poor man?
Jordan's just gonna, like, is this, fatal, or?
Yeah, it's fatal. He's
fatal?
dead.
Jordan's going to just come, like, swing, I was just going to, bash his leg to bring him down to eye level and just maul his head in, like, with the maul.
Okay. You lift the maul, you take it, you swing around and take out his kneecap. As he's brought down to your height, you stare him in the eyes, you lift the maul, and you bring it crashing down on top of his head, which just pancakes into his torso.
Then Jordan's just gonna, like, put his maul back onto his back. It's like, well, that takes care of that, and he's gonna move his full movement back towards the door, so 30 feet away from the door.
After the ogre dies, you see him slump down, and you see some of the people from the floor below have begun to gather and prepare to run up those stairs.
Okay.
There's about 6 of them down there.
Jorn, so it's Jorn sees them.
Yeah, you see them at the bottom of the stairs.
Jorn, like, would it be possible to maneuver, like, 30 feet, like, in the directions where I can cover in a cubicle?
Yep, you can run and hit cover in a cubicle.
Alright, Jorn's gonna move 30 feet towards the door, taking cover in one of the cubicles.
Okay, you quickly dive to the side, and after that, it'll be top of the round, so I'm going to roll initiative for the 6 gentlemen downstairs. That is going to be... Bartug, your initiative was 17, right?
19.
19. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
Uh-huh.
You both not being able to see because the cubicles are kind of cutting off line of sight. You all hear a very loud. None of that went through, did it?
None of it went through.
You hear a rapid pace of stomps crashing up the stairs as you hear a group of people reach the landing, and you hear the clicks as crossbows are loaded and bolts are readied. And that's going to be the end of their turn.
They do be scuttling.
Bartug, you're at the door.
Okay, so if I open it 5 more times, does it open? No. I'm going to try the other door. Yeah, actually, you know what? It's probably gonna be locked. I have no way of opening this door. I'm gonna open the other door.
You go over to the other door. It's about 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Also locked.
Yeah.
Does he remember something that happened 10 minutes ago?
What do you mean?
You may have looted something from a pile of goo.
Oh my goodness. The 50 gold. No. Keys. Keys.
You literally have a keychain that you got in this room.
This
and you're just like,
guy.
the door's locked. I'll try the other door.
Yeah. I didn't write it on my sheet, okay. I'll write it on my sheet. Keys to open every door. Okay.
Keys to open every door in a new building. I have keys to open every door.
Well, it's several keys on a keychain. Like,
How many keys though?
there's 4 of them.
That's pretty good. You know, making keychains.
One of them
is
worked
pretty
on the
good.
chest. Another works on this door. So there are two unknowns.
Okay, what's in this door? Wait,
As you open the door, you see a staircase leading upwards.
lame. I opened the other door.
Yeah, they both lead to the same room. So you open the other door and you see a staircase leading upwards.
Well, that was
Like
sad.
if you think of if the room if the building is a rectangle, in the corner of the room of the rectangle there is a square, and there's a door on this side of the square and there's a door on this side of the square. They both lead into the same room.
Hey, Carter.
Yep.
Not to be like a interrupt Andy here, but so there's a hole that goes through every floor now, right?
Yes, that's about this big.
Okay. So I can, if I go inside, can I see down to their hole, their floor that they're in?
I will say that this would probably be, how many rounds of combat has there been? I think 3 or 4. You guys would probably be climbing the building. You wouldn't be at the inside the room yet. But hypothetically, once you're there, you could see down to the second floor.
Which is the one they're on?
The one they're on right now.
I thought we were right outside the window though, that we blew open.
Yes, but this is happening simultaneously in the timeline.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand.
It's happening while you're climbing the building to open the window.
Okay. So, I just thought. Okay, I guess I thought wrong.
No, sorry. So you're not quite in the room yet. I'm sorry about that. This is why splitting the party sucks and should never be done. Fartug, you open the room. You see a staircase.
Can I see Jorn across the room? Like, not up the staircase, but I mean, you know.
No. He is taking full cover in a cubicle. You cannot see him.
I presume he's dead. I go up the stairs.
Hold on. Did Fartug...
I have good reason to believe he died.
Did Fartug go to, like, through the door that was at the end of the hallway?
Yeah, through the door.
I leave it open, though. Otherwise, good luck.
Okay, Fartug, you begin to climb the stairs. Jorn.
Yeah.
Jorn is going to exit out of the cubicle and is going to move full movement up to the door, and I'm going to take a dash action to move up the stairs.
Okay, you run and then you dash up the stairs. You're able to get a little bit further than Fartug up those stairs, actually.
It's
thought you
like
went ahead.
and Jorn just kind of like, what do you mean? I killed the ogre, and now we're moving on.
You killed the ogre.
The ogre's dead.
Huh.
Still like,
I killed the guy
still
too.
like 30 guys in the building, though.
Don't underestimate me. We got this.
Okay, well,
Sure.
nice.
You guys run up the stairs. As you get up to the next staircase, you look around onto the third floor, and you see rows and rows of beds. Not all of them filled, but handfuls of them just with covers thrown over them. You see there's bloody rags next to them as you open into this kind of makeshift infirmary. Like, think of it like a school nurse's office. If a nurse's office dealt with, like, severed limbs and, like, crossbow bolt wounds. Like, it is a severely understaffed, under-equipped facility to be dealing with severely damaging wounds. It does not... It's a medical facility, but it doesn't look like a good facility. You hear this moaning as other people just seem to be, like, drugged out so they can't feel the pain in beds across the entire room.
Those drugs are probably worth a lot. Just saying, you know, on the black market, you know, those would fetch a lot of money, you know. I've just pointed it out, you know, letting everyone know.
Did either of you close the door behind you?
I
Jorn
assume
just dashed.
Jorn would. Okay,
Okay,
nope,
door's still open then.
both of them.
Both of them.
Oh, I see. Might trick them to enter the same room.
You
Okay.
sound really upset about that, honestly. Like,
I'm totally seeing like a thing where like the whole squad makes it to the door, and they're like, "You three, go check that door room," and they both walk into the same room, and just like, oh.
Oh god. Okay.
Or it's a total thing where they both walk through the door simultaneously, but for some reason not recognize each other. They put their hands at the mirror. Two
Oops.
doors to the same room.
okay, you open into this infirmary.
I'm gonna act casually
Okay.
because obviously intruders wouldn't have keys to get in here. Obviously. And so I'm just gonna pretend like I'm really hurt. I'm gonna be like, oh, I pulled my arm. Oh, I need medical. I need ice right now.
Okay, so first things first, a little other set dressing. You open up and you see these 3 massive rows of beds directly to the left of the staircase. You see this closed off barred cage where there seems to be a lot of shelves with vials of various things for medicinal purposes. And you see across the room there's kind of this stone slab area at like a chest height section where you assume there's two desks. And as you begin to wail and scream in pain, give me a performance check.
Oh boy, come on. Okay, wow. 23.
You see running out from behind there is a gentleman in a dark coat, a dark red coat, and who has a cloth wrapped around his face. And he comes running out and he goes, "Who's hurt? Who's in pain? Did you get hit with a cannonball?" And you see, like, just behind him, you see there's a bunch of papers on the ground, and there's a bunch of... Well, sorry, no, that technically would not be in this part of the room. You look to your right, and you see one of the beds next to you is, like, completely smashed apart where the cannonball came up through the roof.
It's just this cannonball. It slightly touched my shoulder. Ow, 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 it hurts so bad. I think you're
I'll take a look at
still.
it. You see he kind of rushes towards you. Do you move towards him as well as you cross the room?
What's
Oh.
Jorn doing? Because he's in the same room.
You're standing there next to Fartug. You see this dark red cloaked man with a mask, a face wrapping of bandages come out and kind of rush over to Fartug and begin like inspecting his arm. You see he starts poking in places to see where it hurts.
Oh.
He takes out a little hammer and like smacks it to test like the reflex of the joint. And with your high perception roll, like that shit just doesn't move. Like you feel the need to move your arm, your reflexes, every muscle in your body, and you're just like, nah, fam, it ain't moving.
In this moment, are we still in the initiative order?
No.
In this moment, it's like, cool, thanks for the distraction. Jordan just kind of mutters to himself and just continues moving on, like...
As you begin to move past further into a room, you see the gentleman turns around and dusks, and you see all of his movements like have a weird flair to them. Like seems to be a very dramatic and boisterous person. He turns around and goes, "You, sir, you are fine. Did you get hit with the cannon?"
No, all good. I just need to go secure something, you know? Quite an intense battle down there right now.
Make a persuasion check with advantage from Fartug's performance here.
Okay, persuasion.
Cool.
With advantage. So that'll be a 19.
Yes.
19?
Damn,
Okay, yeah.
good.
He's just like, good, go. Secure the patients. Make sure we're safe. The doctor turns back to Fartug and goes, okay, if this is in this much pain, we need to numb it. Follow me. And he kind of like, almost like kind of pushes you, but kind of like almost sweeps you off your feet and like semi carries you across the room towards the to the locked cage area. You see he takes a key out of his pocket and puts it in the door, and he turns the lock and opens it, and he starts fingering his way through all the vials of the room, and he pulls out this one with kind of this viscous liquid in it, and he takes it and he hands it to you, and he says, "Quickly, drink this."
Okay. So what I'm gonna do a good old trick, right?
Okay.
I don't think I have any container. Oh wait, I might have a what do you call it? Okay, basically my plan is I'm gonna like drink it sideways like this, like.
Yep. Yep.
And it's all just gonna pour into a jar, and hopefully he doesn't hear just the noise of. Okay, this might be a little terrible idea, but I have a chest, so that's what I'm gonna use. My container.
Chest from when the guy went splat. I'm gonna use that little chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
The family item chest. Nice. It's a guild approved item.
You turned sideways. Your performance check was good enough. I just liked you to make a dexterity check to see whether you can dead-eye this thing into that chest.
Okay.
Like, you rolled a 23 in performance. I'm not going to make you roll again, but I need you to see if it gets in the chest. 9? You go, okay, and you go like this to like swing it back, and you feel it all just splat onto your shoulder and then just sink into the fabric.
Oh,
How does
my
it feel
shoulder.
now?
Ow, ow, ow.
Still hurts.
How
could it still hurt? I'm pretty sure I overdosed you. Okay, let's go again. And he goes back into the room, and he figures through it, and he's just like, okay, try this one.
Okay. Is this a vial again? Is there any like solid anything? Like,
From what you can
really
see,
swallow
it looks like a
liquid.
lot of these are like natural remedies that have been like crushed from plants and brewed into small tinctures. So realistically, you're not.
Go continue.
You're not really gonna like have a solid thing, because in order for somebody to consume it, you're gonna have to like dilute it into a liquid so it can actually travel. Otherwise, you're gonna be dealing with like a paste of just plant that would have no like preservative to it, so it would just rot instantly and dispose of itself, essentially make itself useless.
Well, I'm going to I'm gonna like put it in my mouth, but I'm not gonna swallow. And as soon as he like turns away or anything, I'm gonna try and just like take a few off the wall, if I can.
Okay. So he's inside the cage and he just goes, okay, that should have dealt with the pain. I need something to wrap your arm. And you see he kind of turns around, he starts thumbing through everything to try and find a splint of some kind. So do you spit it into the chest and then just snag some vials?
Yeah.
Okay, you just quickly go and like spit it directly into the chest. You close that thing. Make another dexterity check to see how many you grab from the wall.
Is this sleight of hand?
Oh yeah, no, you can do sleight of hand.
A 10.
You're able to grab one vial. So write one. Okay, and you also have the chest one. So write 2 unknown medicinal substances in your inventory.
2 unknown. I'm gonna turn into a drug dealer.
I don't know what this is, but it'll do something to you.
Jorn, you've walked past him. You've gone through a second kind of, not a doorway, but a hanging cloth barrier that leads you into another room where you see there are a lot more patients in beds. But you see, this is more of the kind of this is the rest area where these people have had something done to them. So you see there are people who have had severe injuries, who have had a limb amputated, and this is like the recovery area where they're all lying down and sleeping.
Okay.
On the other side of the room, you see another stone kind of barricade around which you'd assume would be another staircase.
Jorn is going to see this, like, everyone's gonna, like, everyone downstairs, there's a whole, like, crate, they brought in painkillers.
Make a performance check. No, make a persuasion check.
17.
17. A bunch of these people wake up and they seem like relatively relieved by the news.
It's also wouldn't be.
But they also don't like look like they're physically capable of moving that much.
Everyone,
because they're all in like a pre-operation state, so you just kind of get some general stirs from the room, like
so none of them can really get up and move.
None of them can really get up. Like we're talking like Civil War era medicine. So like you get stabbed and they're like, let's cut off his arm, and like you get like gout on your foot and they're just like, well, let's just cut that off too. Like these people are recovering from severely painful procedures. A decent amount of them probably drugged so they don't spend the entire time crying. So like they're not in a state where they can really move.
Jorn is then just gonna throw in just like, when the crew gets up here, make sure to give him a cheer, and is gonna move on.
Okay, you run forward towards that door, you get to that staircase, you grab the doorknob, you go to turn it, locked.
Is this like a stone door here?
Yep, stone door.
Jordan's gonna like turn the corner like, hey Fartug, might need a hand here, very quickly.
Okay.
At this point, you see the doctor is now like holding your arm in like a death grip, and he's just like, gotta wrap the splint, and he's like got these two like bars next to your arm, and he's like fixturing it in place, and he's like putting a tourniquet around your body so it's immobilized to your chest.
Marshal. Can
I think...
I'm gonna drop a vial on the ground as a distraction, and then potentially, I don't know, maybe run away? Question mark. Maybe he loosens the death grip.
I don't want ice. No, thank you.
As you drop the vial, he kind of looks away for a split second. You feel his grasp kind of slip from the sudden shock, and you like release your hand and you run over around the room, and he looks around and he's just like, well, I guess the painkillers are working. And then you sprint into the next room. You see Jorn standing at the doorway with his hand on the doorknob staring at you.
Can I like throw him the keys? Oh.
You just give a big old toss to those keys. Jorn, they land in your hand. You put them through the door. You turn that lock. You hear you hear a subtle click, and the door springs open. You see a spiral staircase going upstairs.
Right, Jorn's gonna toss the keys back to Fartug, thank you, and is gonna start making his way up.
Are you gonna follow him, Fartug?
Nah, I'm gonna split the party again. Yeah, no, I'm going up.
As you follow him up the stairs, Ariena and Professor, this would be about the time you get through the window.
Yay.
So as you pass through into the window and stumble through, you look up and you see Jorn and Fartug clamber into the room up a spiral staircase.
What's happening?
What the dog doing?
Dog doing?
We need to go back down. I think the book's downstairs.
No.
What do you mean go back down? We've been going up this entire time. We're going up. We can go back down when we're done.
No, we know where the book is. We know where the book is.
You know where the book is?
Yes.
There's
What?
There's some hidden rooms.
vision from.
How do you know where the book is? Okay, you know there's hidden rooms. Congratulations. I bet
I would like to clarify something quickly. Ariena, when you were
I'm lying
looking,
like crazy.
oh, you are okay.
I know I didn't see the book.
No, but what I was gonna say, that like faint heartbeat sense you saw through the wall was when you were in the bottom of the gorge. So that would have been like multiple stories below the building. Just to clarify that like spatial awareness aspect.
Wait, did my spirit tell me where the book was, or did it just
No.
tell me find a book, idiot?
It just said, I need the book. I need to find the book. Find the book. Find the book. Don't you want knowledge? I thought you wanted to go home. Stop being a little wuss. Find the book.
Does anybody have locate object?
Right now.
That brought us to this location. So.
We can locate more.
Locate more.
Coordinates.
Jorn is right now opting to continue up the stairs.
You are at the top of the stairs.
And we ask him.
I don't think we can go more up.
You are in the top floor of this building. As you look around the room, you see a couple of flat tables with draining basins below them. Across one wall, you see a very long desk with a chair in front of it that wraps around the room, where you see various drawers and other things. You see two bookshelves along the side of the walls, to this divider that splits the door with the spiral staircase. On the other side of the divider, you see a large bed and a lot of open space there with a fireplace tucked to one side of the room.
Jorn's gonna wait. Is everyone else following up Jorn?
You're all up the stairs. You are all in this room together.
Okay. Jorn
You just look through the steps.
is going to attempt to. So is this like the only door into this area?
The spiral staircase was the only way into this area apart from the window that they came through.
Okay, Jorn is going to try to take something and seal the door. Like, we're just gonna block it off.
But we have to
Okay.
go back down.
You'll have to go back down the stairs to get to the door.
Oh, the door. So there's like the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
There's no door.
So there's the door at the bottom of the staircase. Then you go up the spiral staircase, and the spiral staircase's final steps off into this large room where there's a railing that wraps around it and a divider that splits the room in two.
I see.
We
what
have
you
to
mean.
go back
Yeah.
into that room.
Okay, so Jorn, can I get a look, see if there's anything like of note in this room?
And
Yeah,
go-
you see the desk, just general broad strokes. You see the window, the desk, the three tables with drains in the bottom of them. You see the two bookshelves along the walls, and then on the other side of the room, you see a very large bed and a fireplace. Those are the broad strokes of what the room looked like.
And
I take
how
a
big
long
is-
rest on the
how
bed.
Big, how big is this room?
This room is pretty wide. It's about the same width as the building, so it's about this room is about the same width. It's a little bit smaller, so you got about a 50-foot wide room. Sorry, a 50-foot diameter circle that goes around in this room.
I see. So this is a big room. Jorn's going to go take a look at the bookshelves.
I'll look at a different one while you do that. Because you said there's
Did you
two.
go down and close the door at the bottom of the stairs?
No.
Okay. As you go and rifle through the bookcases, you see a lot of books about. There are general books about histories. There are general books for entertainment. You see, there are a lot of books
That one.
about foreign history, especially about. Just a moment.
Like a joke book I could buy. I want that one. I don't have any good ones.
You know what? Make a roll on a D20 to see if there's a joke book.
A 9.
There's a
Oh.
9.
There is unfortunately no joke book that you can see.
It's only bad joke books. Dang.
Yeah.
Yes, they were written
Jorn's
by
just
you.
going to be like.
There's a lot of books here about the history of the nation of Cordenval and about their trade routes. This is a very dense library of somebody who does a lot of business in these types of areas. You see there are also a lot of basic medical diagrams. What was your role again?
For me, I
Or did I have you roll
You
something?
didn't have me roll anything yet. Investigation.
Okay, do an investigation check for me now.
4.
There are books.
Oh, that is all you find here.
Okay.
Owen, or
Jordan's-
sorry,
Jordan's gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I've done my thing.
I'm just wondering, Ariena, aren't you like, sorry, Ariena, aren't you smart, huh? Can't you like read these books really quick, like all of them right now, or at least one?
I think Jorn's doing a fine job of that.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna quickly look through the desk. Just like do I see anything that looks Book of Prophecy like?
As you quickly begin rifling through the desk, you begin to notice something uncommon with the desk. The desk itself has like all the fixings of something that something that it has all of the items that you would associate with somebody who would do a lot of work here. Like there are stacks upon stacks of parchment. There's additional ink for many quills that also have replacement pen points, as well as various like repair kits for different calligraphy tools, as well as large amounts of general office equipment. You notice everything on this desk is covered in a very thick layer of dust, as if nobody has ever actually done work at this desk.
Are the drawers and such like? First off, does it have drawers?
Yeah, there are many drawers. If you begin to rifle through the drawers, there's one you find about. All of them are covered with a similar layer of dust, except for one you find on the end, that when you pull out, you see the handle itself has no dust on it. So you pull it out and you look into the drawer and you see nothing there at first.
No, exactly what this is. Would you know what this is? No, I know what this is. Does the bottom look like it matches with the bottom of the actual drawer?
Make a nature check.
I'm good at this, I swear.
The cow goes
11?
moo.
11? It generally looks like a drawer. Because everything is made of stone here, it's kind of hard to tell. Like if it was wood, you could probably tell, because wood has a lot of distinctive pigments and shapes. But because everything is kind of a pressed stone shape, everything looks a little bit unnatural.
I probably should have specified what I meant before. I'm looking for a false bottom. Does it look like it lines up with the bottom of the drawer is what I meant.
Yeah, if you push on it, you do feel like there is a bit of give to it, as if like the bottom of the drawer does move around a little bit. It's hard to tell whether it's a false bottom or just like it's poor construction and it's loose, though.
I think I might have found something. Could one of you try and pull this up? I think there might be a false bottom or something here.
Jordan's gonna walk up to the drawer.
And I'm gonna try and pull the drawer out of the desk, see if
Pull it out entirely?
Yeah.
As you move to yank the drawer out entirely, you feel a click with the drawer as a patch underneath the drawer kind of falls open. And then you hear an ever so slight ticking noise, just a
Bomb.
That's probably just a
I'm
timer.
gonna
Just stand right next to
at
him.
this.
Jordan's gonna look at that
not
like,
a bomb.
I think we may not have a lot of time left. Jordan's going to try to see if he can like remove the bottom of whatever the surface this is. He's going to basically try to break it.
You're just gonna break the drawer?
Whoa,
Well,
maybe.
what I mean is he's basically like the bottom here. He's basically just going to pull it out recklessly, like
Okay, like
back.
if you try and put your hand in, like there's no place to put your fingers to try and pull it out, and there's something stopping you from pushing down on it to like pop it up to pull something out. Like there is a specific way to get this drawer out of here that the requirements have not been met on the desk.
A keyhole.
If you look around for a keyhole, you hear that ticking faintly, just going faster. Just a.
Oh god.
You quickly give an inspection of the key of the drawer. You find a notch underneath it on the very back where you push your finger in, and you're able to just ever so slightly wiggle it to pop the back of the drawer, and then Fartug, you're able to reach your hand and pull it out the rest of the way. Underneath the bottom, you see this metallic hook that looks like it almost belongs on, that looks like it could be affixed to a rod of some sort.
Like a 10-foot rod?
Oh.
Hypothetically, maybe. Who knows?
Large fishing pole.
On.
Jordan's going
Has
to
the
examine
chicken
it.
disappeared, or
And can somebody roll a d20 for me?
Hey, don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1,
16.
please.
18.
Okay,
never mind then.
Someone.
You went first, Owen, so what did you roll?
No, he did not. No, he did not.
Owen went first.
Yeah,
No.
he did.
He
16.
said his answer first, Brad.
That's because I rolled first and I read it, and then he
Owen rolled a
interrupted me.
16.
He can have his number if he wants.
You're slow to
Okay,
think.
Brad, what number did you pick? Did you
18.
roll? 18? Congratulations. It's the same result either way.
Congratulations, you're the target of the bomb.
As you hear the ticking finally come to a stop, you just hear a faint clunk. And then you see the bottom of this drawer just kind of fall out of the bottom. And you see that there's like a timer that's been attached to like several sticks of dynamite.
It's
Jorn,
actually a bomb.
We could use
Jorn, as a weapons specialist, especially with this type of technology, this is a bomb that has been assembled rather poorly. So there was like maybe a 50% chance of it going off. Thankfully, it didn't go off.
But now we have a load of dynamite, right?
I have an idea. I throw it out
Damn
the
it, do you
window.
want the 3 sticks of dynamite, Jorn?
Jordan
I
wants the 3
cast
sticks of
Eldritch
dynamite.
Blast.
Okay, Jorn, you pick up the 3 sticks of dynamite. Wait, Professor, did you say you wanted it?
And I
said
cast
he was gonna throw it
Eldritch
out the
Blast
window.
on it and send it flying.
Nice.
It definitely won't blow up.
Actually?
No, Jordan can have
We
the
could-
Okay,
dynamite.
Jorn, you now have 3 sticks of dynamite.
Right.
That's
Jordan,
gonna
I'm
Put
just
it in
gonna
the
fill
shotgun.
you in on a detail. Jordan's right now banking on when this group of guards comes around and passes by this quarter of injured people. Those injured people are gonna cheer because they think they're getting their some more, morphine and stuff.
That's nice. We like it's like I said. The book's not here. It's down. There's multiple levels below where we were.
He's what?
Brady. That's
I
his
know
character.
I know too. What do you
I'm
mean?
just gonna
Oh
get
yeah, tell us what your god said.
You're a
Book.
dumbass.
them. And you didn't know?
Okay.
Can I
Carter.
try and commune with my spirit to see if it can give me more info on the book?
Hmm?
Carter.
You're gonna actively commune with your spirit to try and
me,
seek his assistance.
Should I
Yes.
actively interrupt Owen?
I was going first.
Make a charisma is a warlock's spellcasting ability, right?
Yes.
Make a straight charisma check.
15.
As you kind of tap into that inner torment, that inner feeling of of that spirit that inhabits you, you hear the ravenous kind of calls of book, find the book, find the book, find the book, find it, find it.
Okay, book.
Don't you
where,
want
where,
the
where?
knowledge?
It's
You
that
you
number
hear a
six.
faint
Where?
voice calling from behind. That's
Why
almost.
not just different?
You hear a distinctively different voice kind of call out from the shadow of the back of your mind, and you hear this. it's not really a language. It almost sounds like a whale song to you, that kind of faint.
Wait,
But it's much deeper and fills you with much more of a sense of dread. And you
Okay.
suddenly feel your mind flash as you feel your face almost forcefully pushed to look at the fireplace.
Ha,
go in.
thanks, Cthulhu. I know where to go. Okay, I go to the
know,
fireplace.
Carter, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what that sound was. It's that trumpet sound effect.
No.
Oh,
It's not
no,
the
it's not a
skeleton
doot.
dude.
I did not just doot him.
Thank you, Cthulhu.
Brad, the voice of your patron.
Well, his herald. That's his herald. Like, you know, he heralds his arrival.
Fireplace,
Brad,
go.
as you open kind of the bars that come across the fireplace to kind of put that smoke shield in front of it, you pull them aside. You begin looking through the fireplace, kind of covering your hands in the soot as you process it.
Where?
As you look up into the fireplace, you see a small hook, maybe about 10 feet above the ground in the fireplace. This small little ring.
Okay, hook. We need the hook. We need the hook and the pole. We actually need the 10-foot pole.
It's
Get
like,
it. Attach him.
you
duct
hear
tape
that,
him, Gorilla
Fartug?
glue.
And Jorn's gonna toss. Yeah, give Fartug. You have the hook.
Marshal, the master builder.
Fartug had the hook the whole time. Fartug's the one who got it out of the
Right,
drawer.
he did.
Yes, he did.
Okay, wait.
You got the dynamite, Jorn.
Right. I
Do
got
it.
the dynamite.
Do it, Marsh. Get the hook. There's a thing. Do
I-
that.
Sound effects do not work.
That didn't look good.
Jorn,
Attach.
Jorn's still.
So,
Jorn's
Jorn, you
still-
take out. Fartug, you take out the 10-foot pole. You assemble the 10-foot pole. You take the hook. You put it on the end. Let me just check something real quick
This is
while you
gonna
guys are
add-
doing this.
This is gonna add so much cell value. Oh my god.
You can
They
add
have it
hook
for
attachments to your next to your 10-foot pole in your inventory.
You just had like a screw bevel on the end. That's the
That's
next
great.
innovation. You can just like attach anything.
Evolve, adapt.
Jorn, you faintly hear coming from down the stairs. Yay!
It's like, guys, you better hurry it up.
Fartug, as you crawl into the fireplace, make a check for me. Make a dexterity check, sorry.
Wait, how long is this fireplace? Is it more than 10 feet?
Well, no, like, there's the fireplace, and then you're looking up into the chimney, and that's where the hook is. So do you want to
okay.
crawl all the way into the fireplace to get the hook and hook it down, or do you want to do it while still staying outside of the fireplace?
Yeah, so I'm gonna like bend my no, no,
Walk
I'll go in.
fire.
Okay, you crawl entirely into the fireplace. You put the 10-foot pole up, you hook that ring, and you
It goes
pull
up and
down.
steals Marshall.
Make a strength check for me.
If I roll a
Krampus
20,
just pulls
it breaks
Marshall up
up.
the chimney.
Yeah, secretly it's just people with this
Ooh.
long pole at the top, and
Wow.
when they feel Marshall attach his pole, they just go, and he just goes up. the chimney.
I rolled the
What-
16.
A 16.
I have a plus
As you
0.
pull down on that hook, you feel you hear a clunk 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 as gears
Yeah,
begin to
cool.
pull, and then you feel the floor of the fireplace pull out from under you as a trap door opens downwards, and you're standing there dangling while holding the 10-foot pole until you hear some more sliding gears function as another long, almost fireman-like pole comes down the ceiling from inside the chimney and begins to go down, 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 all the way down the building
Don't let it hail you.
into the bottom of wherever this trap door might go.
All right, gang, let's
Can
go.
someone help me? Please.
Slide down the pole.
I go down.
We go down the pole.
Wow.
I go down the
Sees
pole.
this happen.
But
He's
you
actually
help
gonna
us.
try to like clear up the space, like put the drawer back, and
Yeah, I guess that's
then
actually a good idea.
dart for the.
Make a dexterity check, Jorn.
Okay. Putting a drawer back inside a slot. Okay, it's gonna. Be
No, it's you heard the yay. This is how fast you can do this.
Okay, I see what you mean. Dexterity check.
Like, how fast can you get across the room, put the drawer in, get back to the fireplace, and get down? And we're seeing whether you can do that before these people get here.
It's I rolled a 5. That's a success,
You
right?
slug. Your attention to detail is perfect. You spend 5 hours.
Well, guess what, Jorn? That natural 5 is a success, because that's another natural 1.
Hey.
Jorn, so you like kind of trip over the divider in the room, and then over the chair, and then you get the drawer back into place, and then you run back to the chimney. But as you're running past the staircase, you just hear some of the guards yelling, "No, I don't have any painkillers. Get off of me!" As they've kind of been held up by the mass of people very much in pain and now interdependent on substances to be comfortable.
No. Is there
You-
a door to this room, or Carter, quickly?
There's
Like,
a
or is it
staircase
something-
leading upwards into the room, and now there's the fireman's pole leading down
Yeah,
into
but I mean, like,
a dark corridor.
into the room. Is it just the staircase, or is it like a door?
There's a
windows?
staircase, and then there's a small, like almost pantry or closet type room. Like it's a small space with a door that would lead into then the infirmary that Jorn and Fartug came through.
Okay, I guess that's fine.
Okay, are you all going down that fireman's pole?
Hell
Oh yeah.
Jorn is going to try to unsuspectedly what's close to the fireplace.
The fireplace is the bed,
The bed.
and even the bed is about 25 feet away from the fireplace.
Okay, then Jorn's just gonna fire pole.
Yeah.
Okay, Jorn jumps down the fire pole as well. As you kind of all slide through the darkness, Ariena, I believe you went through first.
Marshal.
As you slide closer and closer towards the ground,
Tiny.
you begin to see that you begin to hear that heartbeat sound again, and see that faint outline of many people's vitality as you get even closer and closer and closer to the ground. And eventually, you feel almost a magical... you all, I should say, not just Ariena, feel this, but as you begin to reach the base of the pole, you begin to see some runes almost flare up as they slow your descent. So you just land ever just so gracefully on the floor of this dark, dark room. Do any of you have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
Yes.
I have
I
light.
have purple vision.
Light and
Mine's
dancing lights.
colorless.
I have dark vision for 120 feet.
Mine's 60.
Dark elf.
Yeah.
You dagger-eared bastard. God dang it, I forgot not to swear.
Bastards.
I
Okay.
even remembered that.
I know, come on.
I don't have dark vision, and I don't have light. I have minor illusion.
I have minor illusion. I
false
create the
light.
minor illusion of light.
That doesn't do anything, but
Yeah, I know, because it's not a real thing.
Hey, spellcaster.
Ariena, when you get to the base, do you cast light?
I will cast light on like my sword, and then I'll cast dancing lights to light up the room.
Okay. As you cast light on your sword, then you cast dancing light as the baubles of light kind of flare out from your arms and then float across the room. You begin to see where those signs of vitalities come from as you begin to see this is a rather small, cramped room. As you look through the rows of this room that you're starting to realize, you think are like dividing walls segmenting this room, but as your eyes adjust a little bit more to the sudden burst of light after the darkness, you begin to see bars as you see all these human-sized cages begin to fill this room. And people in a very disheveled, malnourished state kind of lie across the floor of this room inside these cages. On the opposite side of the room from the pole, however, you do see a very thick, solid metal door.
I blow it open.
No, I have the keys.
Eldritch Blast!
Solution?
Mm,
You?
Looking for a way to open the cages.
Who needs keys?
Before that, Professor, do you Eldritch Blast the door?
No, Marshall has the key.
Okay.
I guess I won't.
Oh yeah, I guess he
as-
doesn't know that though.
Yeah.
Technically, you would not know that Fartug has that key.
Okay, I ready up to do it. Is someone gonna say something to me? 5.
Nothing's going on around here.
Jorn's gonna whip out the hypothetical popcorn.
Hey guys, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this door in 5,
Just do
4. Okay, I Eldritch
Or-
Blast the door. what?
Nothing. I didn't.
Okay,
You know.
I Eldritch Blast the door. I guess
Attack roll.
outward-
Let's see if you can beat the AC of metal.
I'll pull it outwards like 2 feet, so it doesn't fly
Okay.
into us, but it also doesn't fly into the room.
Spell attack roll.
Yeah, baby.
Ariena, while this is happening, you went to go to see a way to open the cages. As you run around to get to the cages, you see that you pull and pull and pull on the bars, but in addition to there being a deadbolt on these doors that are meant to lock people away, there is also a keyhole. So you're able to push open the deadbolt, but there's a key that is still barring you from opening the door. What did you roll, Professor?
21.
Who needs locksmiths? Do you want to use the same sticky hand?
I mean, I guess since I am pulling it, yeah, I'll use just my giant slap hand.
You take the Eldritch Blast, coil the magic, and release the magical slap hand as it slaps against the door, and you hear that wet of the suction cup noise as it slams, and then you hear the boom as the door comes pulled free off the hinges.
Man, why have I'm kind of glad we don't have a rogue in this party because like
I
the
should change
professor
my
here
name
just
to
make
the
all their skills use.
Locksmith.
Do the
And that metal door is pulled free.
You guys know what my background is?
There's a trash behind the door.
There's a What did we set free?
There's a second
Anybody
door.
else doing anything right now?
Yes.
Jorn's eyeing down this door that's just been opened hard.
Ariena, after finding that you need a key to open the cages, is there anything you want to do?
I have a grappling hook. Can I try and wrap it
Yeah,
around
you could ask if anyone has a key.
lock? I don't think anyone would have a key. Around the lock and just try and pull it free.
Literally.
And
Oh.
kind of like to wedge it in to see if you can break the lock open?
Yeah.
Okay, make a strength roll for the first
Break
cage.
the lock, and then none of us can get in.
We have Eldritch Blast.
What's inside of, what's inside of these cages anyways? Can we
15.
see what?
You straight up see malnourished people. Like
Oh,
humans,
father.
orcs,
Yeah. we don't
dark
really
elves,
pull them.
high elves.
Just people.
These will
There is a couple gnomes. You see in one corner of the room there is a gentleman with very white skin. You see these large, almost antenna-like eyebrows.
Cool.
neat.
Wonderful.
What did you roll for strength, Ariena?
15. 17 minus
15? -2? You pull with all your might, but you are unable to break that door free.
Can I hear Ariena doing this?
Or just
Yeah, you
see
hear
the
Ariena
glowing
doing this.
sword.
The door. You also have dark vision, and the room is filled with night light now. You can see her doing it too.
But I'm gonna go up to the door and be like, "Watch this." Also, I don't know why a
Key.
random employee would have a key for this
Yeah.
for this specific lock. Oh well.
Maybe someone put it in there to prank him.
Prank! You've just been pranked, bro. You got a key to all the slave cages.
Yeah, but then boss finds out and then he gets fired. What a prank.
All right, let's do the
And you
keys
put the
first.
key in, and you go to the third and fourth key. You try the third key.
Yeah.
Does not work.
Uh-huh.
You pick out the fourth key. You slip it in the lock. You give it a little jiggle. Doesn't work. At first. You take it out, you give it a little rub, you put it back in, you turn it again. Plunk! You feel that door open wide. As you open that cage door, Ariena, you see one humanoid man kind of curled up in the corner on the ground, lying down on this stone floor with like, I'd say there's some straw on the ground for like a minute amount of comfort, but it is spread so thinly that it really could not possibly doing anything. In this room, there is the humanoid man. Sorry, I'm just going to make sure I have stuff written down here so I don't lose track. There is one human man.
We should bribe them for all their belongings.
Oh yeah, all their belongings. Definitely.
There is one elven man and 2 elven women as well.
Die.
So 5 people?
2. Sorry, no, not 2. There are 4 people. One. Did I say 2 men, 2 humans, or 1?
No, I lost count at first.
I know. So there's 1 human man and there's 3 elves.
I was too lazy to keep track of it. Okay.
Where's the
I don't
book?
think I have enough food for this.
Isn't there like 100? How are we gonna let everyone out of these cells? How are we gonna get out?
Professor,
Just go up the pole.
this is a rather cramped,
right.
small room. The cells generally take up the majority of the space. There are 4 of these cells.
Okay, I thought there was way more, judging by the amount of people you said, but
No, there's a variety of races
yeah.
of mythical and
But
humanoid
how are we
races.
gonna get out?
Professor, after you've ripped the door from its hinges, you see a room.
Big exit.
Tell me if you've heard this one before. You see a room with a desk, a
book.
single chair behind it, and 3 sitting in front. Across the back wall, you see several wall sconces, as well as a single, almost holy symbol of some sort behind this desk, hanging on the wall. It appears, one moment.
Desecrate the symbol.
It's already burning.
The holy...
Send it 10 feet.
Yeah,
I
tell if
believe...
Owen's frozen or just deep in thought.
I'm not moving.
Oh, you see this symbol takes the form of this severed eye, just dripping this deep red ichor that is not necessarily appearing as blood, but there is something off about the coloration that implies that there is something more to it. You see this statuesque thing hanging on the wall behind the desk.
Okay.
That's what the room looks like at first glance.
There's no book.
Ariena, as you finally get that cage open, you begin to see the several elves and the human man in that room begin to stir as they kind of begin to feebly push themselves off the ground and look behind to see you, and they go, What's happening?
You're free!
I'm here to get you out. I don't know what's happening here, but we need to leave, and soon.
The human man who's the first to stand kind of begins to take a step forward and then almost falls down towards you and kind of falls into your figure. He kind of looks up and he says, "Are you real, or am I finally dead?"
I am very real.
That's a lie.
Jorn, make a perception check for me.
Turns out these are the evil people.
That'll be an 18.
18. This person feels oddly familiar to you.
Oh,
Their form ravaged by time, you begin to recognize some features.
oh no.
This person seems to have almost a wolf-like kind of point to his nose and slightly sharper teeth, and his amount of body hair is abnormally kind of thick. You recognize this person as Steve, the hunter/tracker from your squadron with the Vassenrai Empire.
Oh, I need to pull up my notes again because I.
And that's where we're gonna cut it for tonight.
Sandy.
With a name drop that nobody recognizes except Martin.
Yeah.
Does he? Do you recognize that name?
Once I pull up my notes, it's been a while.
Where's the book? Book.
Yeah, where's the book, Carter? Come on, where's the book?
Book.
Ah,
That is gonna be where I'm cutting it for the evening.
I see. It's him.
Oh, all right. Well,
Brad rage quit.
Well, that's a
No
good
book.
Well, anyways, yes. Last notes, Carter.
Hey! It's on Martin. He DM'd me and saying I gotta wrap this up in 20 minutes. So
Oh.
Yeah, I say that's a good part to close up on because
that I will say feels like a good place to end, though.
Cliffhangers. Every session must be.
Ladies
a
and
cliffhanger.
gentlemen,
It
thank
must
you
be a
very
cliffhanger.
much.
Sorry, go ahead.
Has to be a cliffhanger. I gotta find one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for either tuning in live to watch the stream or to view later. Honestly, we don't care as long as you found some part to enjoy about it. Please remember to like and subscribe to the video. It all helps. It all makes us feel more motivated to produce more content. It also lets us know that you are enjoying some facet of what we're doing.
My only form of happiness. Please.
Please,
You don't
we
want me
only
to
get
feel
joy
bad.
from exterior validation from you. Does anybody else have anything they need to mention before we close out the stream?
Hey, Marshall, you want to plug Phoenix?
yes.
What was that thing we
So-
were supposed to all say simultaneously?
Oh, yes.
Oh wait, crap! I forgot what it is.
Yeah, same.
I don't know what you're talking
Did we not write it on our monitor?
Okay,
No,
while
I
we
did write
remember,
it down.
While we remember, if you ever need dice, books, friends,
Lamp oil?
a gaming store, rope.
Bomb?
Well, I have the store for you. If you visit 501 Krug Street, Kitchener, you will find yourself a gaming store. Phoenix Games and Hobbies. We'll hook you up. We'll get you all the dice and books you need. And you should totally check them out. And also,
Am I
make sure
allowed
to
to say official partner of the Reliquary Tower?
the official partner of the Reliquary Tower. And smash that bell icon.
Hey. Also, if you're gonna throw in, if you buy something at Phoenix,
It's
be
a-
sure to get an
It's magic product only, I
magic
believe.
product only. If you are like that magic person who's come from this Magic the Gathering channel or wherever, and you buy magic product, prepare yourself to get a premium goblin token limited edition. Yes.
Oh yes, designed and
Yeah.
created by the Reliquary Tower and given to Phoenix Games and Hobbies to dispense to all of you. I know I enjoyed making it. I hope you enjoy using them.
Bye, Reno.
But
Bye.
anyways, bye.
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 Please have a good night.
It's okay.
I can subscribe for more.